Welcome to Finance with Avern. In this video, I want to give you an overview of the top 5 no penalty CD accounts ranked by APY annual percentage yield for September 2023. Now, a no penalty CD is typically good for someone who wants to earn, a nice high APY, nice high interest rate on a lump sum of money for a certain amount of time. However, they want access to that money, if they need it and be able to withdraw it without any kind of penalty. But that's the main difference between a no penalty CD and a regular CD, is that after a certain amount of time, usually it's like 7 days or 30 days, depending on the financial institution, after that time is up, you can withdraw the whole amount of your CD, the principal and interest, without any kind of penalty. Now, on regular CDs, if you withdraw your money before the term is up, then you will get hit with a penalty. Sometimes it's like 180 days worth of interest, or the whole amount of interest, or a certain, flat rate fee or something like that. It just kind of depends on the bank or financial institution. But with a regular CD, you will get hit with a penalty when you withdraw your money before that term is up. And the rates typically on no penalty CDs are typically lower than a 6-month or a 12-month like standard CD. But however, no penalty CDs, their rates have been going up as well. And I do these videos every other month or so on no penalty CDs specifically. So if you like videos like this and rankings for the top savings accounts and 1-year CD accounts, they're definitely on my channel. Check them out. I have a playlist of them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video if you like it. Several of the CDs that made it in this top 5 list are from more or less known banks, and financial institutions that people don't know as much about, and I'm going to tell you about them and give you an overview about them and things and how you can obtain the CD. But I do want to tell you about a couple of other CD accounts from more well-known banks and establishments, just so you know that this is a thing that is not just a small select group of banks are doing or something, basically. So with other major banks that you may have heard of, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, very well-known banking establishment right there, they have a no penalty CD at 4.50% APY with a 13-month term currently, with the initial minimum deposit of $500 right there on that one. And Synchrony Bank has a no penalty CD at 11 months at 4.40% APY without an initial minimum balance right there to open that one. And Citibank has a 1-year no penalty CD at 4.25% APY with a $500 minimum initial deposit required. And Ally Bank also has a no penalty CD with a nice APY of 4.55% with 11-month term right there. And there's no initial deposit amount required to open that account. And so those are some other banks and institutions that offer no penalty CDs that are more well known. I feel like there's a good chance you've heard of at least 1 or 2 of those banks, or maybe all of them. No penalty CD accounts still have terms as well, as far as like 7 months, 6 months, 12 months, or whatever. But basically, that's you locking in that APY for that certain amount of time on that money. So no matter if the APY changes, if it goes up or goes down, no matter where direction it goes, you will keep that same APY and interest rate for your CD for that whole term limit. So you'll know ahead of time how much you're getting interest basically for each month, and when the CD is fully realized after that term is up. So it's a way of knowing, it's a way of keeping your money, safe and secure in a way, kind of safe, not as much access to it, and whether it's in your checking account or savings account, but it's also a way of getting a high APY and interest rate on that money for a certain amount of time, and you basically knowing how much you're going to get with some calculations. And I'm going to give you examples of a certain amount of money in these CDs accounts throughout the video, so you'll just kind of know and see, what the interest would be on these accounts with these terms and everything with these APYs. And before we jump into the list, I want to go over some of the requirements that these CD accounts must have to make it on my list. Some of these requirements on this list are kind of standard throughout most CD accounts. Some of them don't have it, but it's pretty much something that's important to me, and I know it's important to a lot of other people. So we're going to go over that list right here, and I have timestamps down in the description. If you've heard this part before and you just want to jump to the top 5 list, you're free to do that, of course. But let's get on to the list of requirements now. Now, first off, all of these accounts are FDIC insured. FDIC stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which is an independent agency created by Congress to maintain stability and public confidence in the nation's financial system. And they do that by applying insurance to your deposits in commercial banks and savings banks. And typically that insurance covers up to $250,000 of your money in that financial institution. And now next up, all of these accounts have a fixed rate APY. So when you sign up for these accounts, the APY annual percentage yield will remain the same for the entire term length that you signed up for. Some of these are like 11 months, some of them are 13 months. So whatever the term length is, that APY will remain the same throughout. And also, there is no monthly maintenance fee on any of these accounts. So no kind of couple dollars here or there for not having a certain amount of your account or anything like that, or to maintain it. No monthly maintenance fees at all. And also, there is no early withdrawal penalty, because these are no penalty certificate of deposit accounts. Now, typically CD accounts do have an early withdrawal penalty if you withdraw funds before the term matures. And so, but for these accounts right here, there is no penalty with them. So you can withdraw your entire amount in these accounts without any kind of penalty going towards your interest or principal or anything like that. However, when it comes to withdrawals, partial withdrawals are not permitted in any of these accounts. So you can't pull out 100 here or 1,000 there or anything like that. When you withdraw from these accounts, you have to withdraw the whole amount. All right, and now that we've gone over that, one more thing before we jump into the list, because most of these accounts are offered through SaveBetter by Raisin. And some people may be unfamiliar with that program, with that company. So I want to go over it, give you some information about it so you'll know what it means, because most of these accounts are offered through that product. It's kind of like a middleman, so to speak. But we're going to get into more about SaveBetter by Raisin right now. So Raisin works with over 30 insured banks and credit unions to offer high rates to various markets. But some of these banks and credit unions don't have the ability to have their accounts available nationwide, but they want to reach more people. So they want it to be available nationwide. This is where Raisin and SaveBetter comes in. They work with these community-focused banks and these various other credit unions, different kind of banks, to offer their, different accounts nationwide, whether it be their high-yield savings accounts, their money market accounts, or their CD accounts, the one-stop shop that you can go to open an account with them and then have access to these high yields offered through these other banks that you typically wouldn't have access to if you're not in their market, in their local area or something like that. And more information right here on SaveBetter. Like I say, some people may be familiar with this. Some people may be a little bit familiar. Some people may have like, what are you talking about? What is SaveBetter? This sounds like, a scam or something like that. SaveBetter is legit. Basically, there's a digital platform that gives people access to a variety of deposit products through a single account. And then SaveBetter customers, they use the platform to fund these FDIC insured products offered by various U.S. and United States banks and credit unions with a wide range of maturities and APYs, annual percentage yields. And then SaveBetter themselves, they're not a bank. They're pretty much like a digital storefront where the banks and credit unions can promote their deposit products. Like I was telling you, those banks and credit unions, they want to get their products and their accounts out to more people. They'll use SaveBetter as pretty much like their digital storefront to get the word out for them and kind of organize it and everything and have the accounts. So your money is still actually in these banks and credit unions, but your account is linked to the banks through SaveBetter. So SaveBetter is operated by SaveBetter LLC, a 100% subsidiary of Raisin GmbH, which is a trailblazer for open banking in deposits and investment space. In the United States, Raisin helps banks and credit unions improve their deposit funding by offering national reach for their retail deposit products and provides savers with better access, more choice, and higher convenience when evaluating savings products from FDIC insured banks and NCUA insured credit unions. And now that we've gone over what SaveBetter is, let's get into this top 5 list. And at number 5 is the First Mid Bank and Trust 12-month certificate of deposit at 4.82% APY. There's a $1 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. A full withdrawal from your account may be made 30 days after account opening. In a calculation example for this one, if you have $50,000 in this account with a 4.82% APY with the interest compounded daily, after 12 months in this CD account, that $50,000 would be $52,411.18. So the interest would be $2,411.18. First Mid Bank and Trust is a community-focused bank founded in 1865 with a headquarters in Mattoon, Illinois. They offer personal and commercial banking as well as mortgages, insurance, and more. And at number 4 is the CIT Bank 11-month CD at 4.90% APY. There is a $1,000 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. A full withdrawal may be made from this account 7 days after account funding. Now, this CD account can be opened through CIT Bank. You don't have to go through SaveBetter or anything like that, like the previous account or some of the other accounts I'm going to talk about later. And an example for this one, if you have $50,000 in this account for 11 months at 4.90% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 11 months, that $50,000 will be $52,239.39. CIT was founded in 1908 in St. Louis, Missouri. CIT stands for Commercial Investment Trust. After various ventures of acquisitions, being sold, and bankruptcy, CIT was acquired by First Citizens Bancshares in January 2022. CIT provides financing, cash management, treasury management, loans, leasing, and advisory services. CIT headquarters is in New York, New York. And at number 3 is the Mission Valley Bank 3-month certificate of deposit at 5.18% APY. This one is offered through SaveBetter by Raisin. There's a $1 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. An example for this one, if you have $50,000 in this 3-month CD account at 5.18% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 3 months, that $50,000 would be $50,635.21. Mission Valley Bank is an independent community-owned bank founded in 2001 with a headquarters in Sun Valley, California. They offer commercial and personal banking products. And at number 2 is the MPH.Bank 6-month certificate of deposit at 5.20% APY. This one is offered through SaveBetter. There's a $1 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. And a full withdrawal may be made 30 days after account opening. An example for this one, if you had $50,000 in this 6-month CD at 5.20% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $50,000 will be $51,283.61. MPH.Bank was created in 2018 by Liberty Savings Bank to offer value-driven online banking services to a national audience. MPH stands for Makes People Happy. MPH.Bank offers various accounts for different ages. MPH.Bank is backed by Liberty Savings Bank, which was founded in 1889 in Highland County, Ohio. And at number 1, we have a tie. First, we have FVC Bank with a 12-month CD account at 5.30% APY. This one is offered through SaveBetter. There's a $1 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. And a full withdrawal may be made 30 days after account opening. Now, an example for this one, if you have $50,000 in this 12-month CD at 5.30% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 12 months, that $50,000 will be $52,647.53. FVC Bank stands for First Virginia Community Bank, and they were founded in 2007. They offer personal and commercial banking and also have a focus on a variety of industries, including contractors, commercial real estate, private schools, and more. Their headquarters is in Fairfax, Virginia. And also tied at number 1 is the Ponce Bank 4-month CD at 5.30% APY. This one is offered through SaveBetter. There's a $1 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. And a full withdrawal may be made 30 days after account opening. And an example for this one, if you had $50,000 in this 4-month CD at 5.30% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 4 months, that $50,000 would be $50,867.38. So the interest you would have made after that 4 months would be $867.38. Ponce Bank was founded in 1960 in the Bronx of New York by migrants from Puerto Rico. They are a certified CDFI Community Development Financial Institution and MDI Minority Depository Institution. Ponce Bank offers personal and business banking services, including checking accounts, saving accounts, and loans. And that is it with the video of the top 5 no penalty CD accounts ranked by APY for September 2023. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.